Welcome back everybody to another episode of my Hungarian Let's Play where last episode we took a nice clean war over our rival Arrogant, who has now fallen both out of great power status but also rivalry status. So looking at our rival options, we have only Bohemia and Austria. It's a pretty clear choice for me, because I don't want to offend the Bohem, as he's pretty much, I would probably say he's almost objectively stronger than Austria nowadays, with the amount that we've fed him, and the amount that he has expanded into Saxony. But he's also currently our ally, we've got plenty of favours and so on, and he's doing a nice job resisting the Protestant Reformation, which is really cool. Hopefully he doesn't go heretical. However, we just accumulated a lot of aggressive expansion, and our reputation is not in that good shape because we annexed a subject in our overextension. So I'm really kind of concerned about the votes right now, and that's going to be a bit of my priority here, is to make sure we're being voted for. Bohemia's going to vote for himself. That's kind of inevitable at this point. Just doing lots of relations with these electors where I can, and I plan to be at peace. Basically, we've got tons of manpower. We're probably going to be capped on manpower fairly soon, and I'm going to try to gear up for a huge war against the Ottomans. Now, it doesn't really look like there's any, wow, speaking of any big nations here, no, Ethiopia looks a little bit bigger than he is. I think he's only 200 war score, so he might not be doing too well down in the African region, even though he's expanded up to here. I was going to say, the Ottomans seem like there's nobody really that they're going to declare on in the east that is going to pose any threat to them, like whatsoever, in a war, which is a bit of a shame that we can't jump on them while they fight another dude. I'm kind of debating between taking up or completing this, and I think considering none of these are military bonuses, I think I will actually just tech up for cheap, especially as this institute is making things more expensive. So we're going to go for the tech. Colonialism finally spawned in the south of France, and hopefully it's going to quickly spread to us over the next few years. Now, one thing I should consider is our army tradition is diminishing while we're at peace. Our generals are pretty good, though. I don't think I'll freak out about it. I've got a feeling with Muscovy and France combined in an offensive war against the Ottomans, I think hopefully this next war, as long as we're smart with our own troops, will be pretty decisive. I hope so. Like our previous one was fairly decisive. Shoot, we're about to lose Defender of the Faith privileges. And, alrighty, we're no longer Defender of the Faith, so we don't have to worry about that. But that did hit my deploy reputation again. Pretty nasty stuff, dude. I'm getting a little bit worried. We gotta make sure we're being voted for. Currently, we're not. Currently, we're not being voted for, yeah. Yep, but it's pretty close. Oh, wow. Damn, I was improving relations with Denmark to see if we could get a royal marriage here, because this ruler was very old, but he did pass away. So Denmark currently has a illegitimate ruler, but there's not much I can do about it. Speaking of rulers, the Muscovite is 41 years old, so perhaps a Hunyadi will get on his throne. If that's like literally there's just a complete dream, but there's no point looking at it and obsessing over it because it's out of my control. So what is in my control is getting these votes. It looks like Mainz is about to flip towards voting for us. So in order to smooth that along, because I don't even like the idea of losing emperorship, I'm going to guarantee him really quick we got a diplomat slot free. And I'm going to top off my relations with Brandy, who was also not voting for us too well. So that Defender of the Faith did give us quite some boons to be had when fighting the Ottomans, which we now lost. And I'm wondering, just looking at our monarch points, we've taken admin and military points, so I think we're good in terms of trying to take monarch points from the dudes right now. I like trying to take 150 when we're in desperate need of it. Like, I will try to take 150 from the burghers when we take the colonial ideas. Mainz wants an alliance. Sorry, buddy. Huh. Rejected alliance hurt his feelings. Damn it. Probably should have just accepted it. Obviously, when we core up our land, it's going to help us get the votes. Dude, Cologne's barely voting for us either. Literally just improving relations with electors right now. Are these all electors? They totally are. Lol. So, I'm going to turn my army maintenance down briefly. Corruption's being rooted out. 2 loans remaining, making 17 ducats a month. It's a good spot to sit in. The biggest shame is our army tradition diminishing. Yeah, 2.6 per year. But we'll get a boost to that when we declare on the Ottomans. And pretty soon I'll be able to see whether the French want to join, even though he's fighting his own war. Oh wow, guys, I completely forgot to release Holstein. That's right. The Empire, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that it's going to fall into disarray. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, Ferraria doesn't want to free a dude. We're below coalition with him now. Good, good, good. Coalition threshold. Just get back to what we were doing. Yeah, little mistake there. Holstein, Lubeck recently expanded into Holstein, and we could have released him for free, and he is a Catholic. But honestly, all it would take is one province to be converted, his capital, and he would flip Protestant. So it's probably, I'm backwards rationalizing now, but seriously, it's not that big of a deal that this guy has 3 Catholic. He might have a little bit more resistance at this rate to converting, and having 1 Catholic is better than having 1 Catholic and 1 Protestant straight up. So not too worried about that, but regardless, we're not too worried about the Empire in general. I do want to be elected Emperor, though, which we're... Oh my goodness! I think Austria just... Yeah, allied Mainz to claim his vote. Holy crap. We're like legit not being voted for now. I'm gonna ally Pomerania. That's the way to do it. Now, that's gonna piss off Brandy. We have to do what it takes to get the damn vote here. That's actually looking like we're never gonna get it at that rate. So there we go. We got 3. Trier's fairly close and so on. With the our modifiers going away and our land coring up, etc., we'll be able to get nations like Trier without even allying him again in the future. And wait, Brandy changed, the bastard. I'm already improving with him. That's all I can do. God damn this game. Because he got pissed off from us. Pomerania, dude, Bowie has got this on lockdown, man. For now. But just a brief period of time. It's just making me nervous. Even the thought of throwing it away is making me nervous. He's 36 years old. We're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. I want to check here. France has a truce, does he? No, he doesn't owe us favors. So we can see here France has no debt. But he does have a little bit of war exhaustion. Sweet. Sweet. And the other thing is, guys, the Ottomans only have Tunis as an ally now. However, aha, the French is the Pope, guys. Hopefully France will crusade against the Ottomans. I was going to say we won't have the crusade modifier, but I kind of feel like we will, actually, considering the French Pope. Cool, cool, cool. One more loan. The Ottomans declare on Ethiopia. Damn. It's probably a good time to go. Ethiopia is going to be no threat to him, but he will have to march his troops down there. How do our favors look with France? I think we might go sooner rather than later. Yeah, there we go. There's the crusade. It's a sign. I'll deal with these revolts. I think I'll deal with these revolts, and then we'll go in. Even if I need to take some loans, you know. We're about to be capped on admin, eh? And we're far ahead in tech. It's not often that I develop some base tax, but it's kind of important to be able to keep the other developments high. If we just drop like one in each province. So I think our vineyard is probably the smartest place. I'm going to do like one in these cloth in the farmlands each, and one in the vineyard. Because I plan to develop the heck out of those when it's appropriate to accept like the printing press. Cavalry cost increased. Okay, it's not the worst thing. How are we doing on votes? We're good. 3. We got 3. Okay. And it's only going to get better. We're good, we're good, we're good. The other thing is we could get an advisor, but he's not really affordable. That would help us have this on lockdown as well. What is this guy's prestige? His prestige is really high as well. I hate that. Muscovy has debt. Damn it. Damn it. Muscovy won't actually help us. That's annoying. I hope he will, like, given some time. I think I would go in with just France and myself. We've now got the favors. Yeah, France is pretty close. The main reason he won't is because fighting another war. He will almost aid us even while fighting another war. So he's definitely going to aid us. The question is, will he actually do something? I certainly hope so. Alright, embrace the counter-reformation. Gain plus 2 additional missionaries. 5% technology cost. Yearly papal influence. Missionary strength versus heretics and idea cost. I think I'm going to do that for sure. But I'm going to put it on the back burner until we actually need to convert some stuff up. Because why take the technology cost hit and the idea cost hit while we're actually trying to do that stuff? Now we're on par with the Ottomans in tech. Hopefully he doesn't take up to 12. Yeah, and he's got offensive ideas. His generals are going to be better, unfortunately. Hopefully our generals are going to be good as well. Waiting for the French to wrap up this war. He's like literally just standing there like a potato, and he's not even helping his ally. God dang it, I hope that's not the case. Part of the reason he might be doing that is because he doesn't have access, but that's not going to be an excuse when we declare, because he literally borders the Empire 100%. Alrighty. What is the best use of our diplomats? We can continue building a spy network in these two dudes here. I need to claim the Catholic land, and the Ottomans are going to pull ahead of us in tech because of his OPS ruler. Yeah, so I think we'll deal with the revolt, and then even if we have to take quite some loans, we got a bunch of manpower. I'm going to hire a bunch of troops, and we're going to start, what is this, going to be our 3rd war against the Ottomans. And like I mentioned in my previous episode, I'm going to take Constantinople this time, because even though I don't plan so much to trade there and benefit from that, speaking of trading and benefit, I'm going to move my trade port to Salarino. Yep, I am. And I'm going to add this to the burgers. So that should have increased our control over Genoa. And I'm going to transfer to Genoa. And where's our other merchant? We haven't cared about merchants for the longest time. Let's have a look here. Ah, we're collecting in Venice. 12%? Well, I might actually just stay collecting in Venice. That's probably the most optimal place to have a diplomat, merchant, I would say, actually. More so than transferring here with 8%. So, there we go. We'll probably keep a guy collecting there indefinitely. When I form the HRE, it's an end node. Nobody's going to be collecting here except for us. We'll get all of the wealth that exists there naturally. That guy's probably just going to stay there, quite frankly. Alrighty, we've got to make the nobility and clergy happy. No, I don't want to give it to like my provinces that have the potential to be really highly developed. I'm going to do it here. Ooh, that's another vineyard. I like that province. It's in grasslands. We could develop that up really high as well. Bender. I'll remember that. Get some good production going there. Yeah, so rebels. The Neapolitans are close, and we got some Serbs. Say what? I think that unrest is actually going away. We had some Serbs, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, Ottomans are making really short work of that war. Damn. I mean, we shouldn't be declaring now, guys, anyways, because we've got to wait for France. So I'm doing the best I can. I don't want to roll generals, even though our army tradition is diminishing, because I value my military points too much. We're being elected, no problem, but that's something I want to keep on top of. I'm proud of how people are defending against the Protestantism. It's not doing very well. That's lucky for us, as we are going for one faith, Catholicism. And I've now got 11% in Genoa. We're collecting 11% in Genoa, guys. That was a boost to our economy. I'm almost positive. There was almost none being pulled out of Ragusa. So we're pulling that much more into Genoa. We just empowered it. And got 11% of 30. Not bad. That's over 3 ducats. Now, one reason I wanted to move to Genoa, guys, is if we empower it, even in this state, when we're not doing that much, if we empower Genoa, it is so easily going to be this is where global trade will spawn. So hopefully, global trade will spawn in our country if we're lucky. That's part of the reason that I've been incentivized to do that instead of trying to make Constantinople better, you know, by the time that actually comes around. Alrighty, I'm going to try and root the heck out of our corruption here. Well, let's pay off this last loan first. Rebel factions coming along. France is ready to go against the Ottomans. That's at 90%. Forget the corruption. Let's try to make some money to spend on units. I'm going to bolster my forces up and go in against the Ottomans. Now, Muscovy is rivaling them, but he's close to coming in, dude. I get straight up, guys, straight up. Even now, even though it's the third war, like, it's going to be a hard war. At least the Ottomans are spending their manpower. That's good. We don't have the same kind of objective strength over him and generals and so on that we had in the early game. This modifier lasts for 10 years. How are we doing on our Diplo? Okay. I'll spend Diplo. I hate spending monarch points, but there we go. So the Ottomans, although he smashed Ethiopia, he spent a lot of manpower doing it, which is very good. And hoping here that the Russians will aid us. We'll see how he feels in a moment. And I'm going to be spending the cash that we have on increasing our forces. Hoping that the Ottomans' troops are all down south, and that I can continue using the money we loot and so on to build reinforcements as we're like walking our way into his land. Yep. We've got too many diplomats doing nothing here. Make sure they're preoccupied where I can. Let's look at our diplomacy real quick. Which one of our allies is not happy with us? Muscovy's not that happy. Let's bolster relations with him. We're getting voted for. I gotta keep an eye on it though, dude. I want an affordable advisor. Alrighty. We're gonna war the heck out of this fool, man. It's a good time to go even though I'm not perfectly prepared. He's not at 12, but he might tick up very soon. Yeah, because we can like get a sort of lead on him, if you feel me. He only has like, dude, that fort in the mountains is really irritating. He deleted the fort he started with originally there. Alrighty. Trying to get everything into position. Like, I wonder if we can take his capital out with our siege general. Do we still have a siege general? Yes, we do. And all our cannons. I wonder if we can take it out before he arrives. What the hell? France decided he'd back us up. I assumed he was at peace, but he's still now not at peace. Alright. How many troops do you have, France? He himself is, you know, comparable with the Ottomans, and he's a tick ahead. So in theory, we should be in good shape if we declared this war and he helps us. But, you know, how much does theory really do for you? It's been demonstrated multiple times that it doesn't do much. Ooh. Muscovy would join if we promise him land. There's no real land for us to give him, though. Guys, I'm going in. Where's my navy? Just bring it somewhere safe. I'm a little bit worried about the Tunisians harassing Italy, but we can walk there. France can walk there. Alright guys, I'm going in. Let's go. I have to think of it like myself versus the Ottoman Empire. We're the same tech level. We're going to get the Crusade modifier. More incentive to declare this. But I'm hoping that his troops are, you know, down south in Ethiopia. And they're not in position to, you know, it'll take a few months, even if they just beeline it for me. That's what I'm kind of taking into consideration. I want to get this looting going and just keep reinforcing everything I have. There's the Crusade. So that, of course, is a modifier that he does not have himself. And if we're lucky, we can make some good progress here in his capital city, which will, yeah, give us a nice edge. Also, if we're lucky, if the in a few months the Muscovites pay off their debt, they might come in like a second wind to help us out. Okay. Now, my cavalry is not so hot, and I'm going to be prioritizing cavalry as we do have strong cavalry. And by not so hot, I mean we don't have very much cavalry. It's extremely hot. Our cavalry is extremely hot in the sense that it's strong. So I think I'll kind of sit in this spot here. 3 stacks ready to reinforce, but what I do want to do is have some units go around and just siege everything we can, start hitting his war exhaustion up, and hopefully ruining his enthusiasm in the long run. Yeah, so my theory is, even if they're coming now, they're walking up here, right? And it's going to be a few months yet. I'm trying to recruit. Every month we gain some money. Just recruit more and more and more as we go. Can see here that we outnumber him. The French, we just gave them access to fight this war. Hopefully he does that somewhat decisively. French are killing some Tunisian fleets. That's exactly what I'd like to see, because I am worried. Holy crap, he got here quick. Okay. Okay, well. We're going in, boys. Let's hope he doesn't have reinforcements. If he doesn't have reinforcements, we're going to be just fine. Beautiful. That's a nice victory there. Now he's walking down the Balkan side. Unfortunately, I don't have access, and even taking Constantinople isn't going to give me good access. What am I trying to do here? Trying to leave my general and the cannons in the stack. Give everything else out. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to go around stomping this stuff, isn't he? Let's back up. That was a nice little victory there right off the bat. The other thing I was thinking about, of course, is our advisors. We want to make sure that we have a discipline advisor available. I guess I'll save some money for that. Re-rolling this here. Obviously, I'm going to be prepared to take some loans if needs be. I just thought like we could get away with it. Okay, the Ottomans pieced out. Jeez. So let's check out his forces. 66,000. Okay. I've got to be smarter than this, guys. He's not distracted. I'm going to commit hard. I can take the morale of armies now. Now, remember, our mercs... Discipline 10 on our mercs, right? Could be 15 if we embrace that soon, actually. I'm going to merc up a bit. I really don't want to, but we have to overcommit. Our mercs are strong. That's going to help us straight up. I was hoping we could ninja this before he came, and it's getting pretty close. Pretty close to being the case. Can also take Defender of the Faith once again, if we feel like we need the strength of our forces. Come on, dude, you can do it. Let's go. He's coming over here, and that means for sure he's got more units nearby incoming, I would suggest. Poland is no longer considered a great power, and they haven't been a valid rival either, have they? Of course, this is where I should be spending one of my diplomats, guys. We don't have a nice CB against Poland, so let's fabricate that. Dude, we're being voted for, but barely. It's making me nervous, dude. Pomerania's on lock. We've barely got Cologne. Got Brandenburg. Jeez. If these damn modifiers to our Diplo Rip go away would be good. Or if I got a Diplo Rip advisor. Come on, baby. Ah, oh, dude, we've been sitting there forever. You're killing me. Unlucky. France is yet to help out. This is yet a 1v1 scenario. Now, I could call Muscovy in, guys, and promise him land. And I might do it. We have enough favors with him to build trust, and we're sitting at 60 trust right now. We could not give him land and be fine. Let's do it. This is what our damn dudes are for, right? Our allies. Oh, jeez. Haven't progressed here at all, which means I shouldn't be disincentivized to move my troops off. He's got a 3 shock general here. Ah, we did progress there all of a sudden when I said that, lol. Huh. Oh, dude, never lucky. These generals, man. Okay, he's got -1 to rolls. I'm worried about reinforcements. This is going to be a clean victory, but if he takes out my capital now... Yes! Throw that onto Udur next. Oh, yes, guys. We fully... Maybe I'm being optimistic, but once again... Maybe it's a bit early, you know? Once again, the Magyar just straight ruffle stomping the Ottomans in almost a 1v1 like scenario. Hasn't been that costly on our economy so far. That's a good start, man. We've almost got the ticking war score. I'm going to detach a sieging stack, which we can probably get away with nowadays, to go here. And I'm going to detach a guy to go around occupying everything we can that won't flip back. And I'm going to sit here in Adern, sieging it down with pretty good speed, and sitting here with a good stack to reinforce. Once again, the Magyar 1v1's the Turk. Beautiful. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I feel like if I had the kahunas, we could have probably won this, hopefully, with not that much detriment to our economy. Even without France and Muscovy, by the looks of things, once again. Now, he's obviously... I mean, he's not even nearly dealt with. It's not even nearly over. Wow. Let's continue looting Constantinople, dude. There's tons of loot in there, apparently. Except my mercs don't have access. God dang it. Progressing really well here, though, with our cannon stack. With our siege general. So, yeah, life's good in the hood. I'm actually going to be calling the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and you're going to have to tune in next episode if you want to see how things play out. At the moment, we've only taken 2 debt loans. We've got a bunch of money. Economy's doing fairly well while we're looting. So, this bodes well. We've almost got ticking war score if we can take one other victory like that. And kind of hoping still that, like, France and Muscovy can come in and actually do something. Now, I can take access here to give Muscovy access through, but that's something I will do once I feel like the Ottomans have declined more, once they don't have 64,000 troops, because he could, if we're unlucky, just consolidate his units, rush Muscovy, especially if he's sieging the mountain provinces, and just smash him, and we'd lose war score there with the Holy War CB. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I could actually get access through Lithuania, and he could walk down here. Maybe I should do that. I have to think about it in between episodes, guys. One of my bigger concerns is just simply the votes. When we take a bunch of overextension here, we probably aren't going to be getting voted for. So I'm going to have to manage that. Probably we're going to need to just bite the bullet and take the 6.3 cost here per month. But, you know, if we have our army maintenance down and stuff like that, then it should be fairly easy to handle that overall. The other thing is I could rework our sort of alliances, you know, a little bit. Yep. Hopefully we can get these votes. We're good right now, but it's not looking so good going into the future. We just don't have it on lockdown as much as I would like. And just to reiterate, it's because of these negative modifiers, which are going to go away, and then we're going to be killing it in terms of being elected once again. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying yet another victory, hopefully. I'm calling it a bit early, but we can see he's already medium enthusiasm, and we're certainly winning In fact, let's see if this ticks. Huh? No. Hoping we get lucky there and just siege that down. Yeah, good time to spend our admin once again, coring up some land, and looks like the Institute is already spreading to some of our territory, so we're going to be embracing that soon enough. But I think I'm actually going to tick up for 0. I often don't do that, but it's becoming more expensive over time. And we're going to be sitting here waiting. What would I do? I'd wait. It would become more expensive. I'd core my land. It would become more expensive. And then we'd get it, right? I might just do it now because of some nice states. There we go. So, see you guys next episode where we continue the war with the Ottoman Empire. And then probably our truce should be coming up here shortly. Yeah, 3 years. So like I said in a few episodes ago, working perfectly, hoping to kind of continue doing a 1, 2, 3 expanding over time in different theaters. The other thing I want to do, we have religious ideas, and once we have Italy here, I want to make a colony in Africa and get that started sooner rather than later. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying as much as I am, and take care. I'll see you next time.